a lot of servers out there are not unique. A lot of servers are carbon copies of each other, and maybe servers, the only thing they'll do is they'll place a few buildings around, they'll add a couple of guns, reskin them, and that's it.
Tyson's got a really good point there as well. From what I understand, there's over 7,000 servers right now, which is diluting the player base massively. And that's only on PC.
100% agree.
Mm-hmm. We need to see more collabs. It's probably something I did wrong. Probably something I did wrong myself with my server. I closed Dean's Beans this week because it just didn't gain any traction. And, you know, I've only got limited amount of time available, and I couldn't. But I think I could have added some great assets to a hardcore survival community, but I chose to be arrogant enough to think I could do it myself, and I got my ass kicked like so many other server creators out there.
And I give a reason as to why I think a lot of servers die. I think it's one of the big ones. A lot of servers out there are not unique. A lot of servers are carbon copies of each other, and maybe servers, the only thing they'll do is they'll place a few buildings around, they'll add a couple of guns, reskin them, and that's it. And they'll think, okay, that's good, my server's going to fill up. They're not unique enough. That's not going to bring people to
Actually, 100% agree. Okay, I'm just going to give the idea because I wanted to do it myself, but I'm just too lazy and I don't have time. I wanted to create a server where you just spawn at debug and you'll have to go on the coast to get the good loot. And I think that would change, like, you know, the cycle, like how people play the map.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be actually unique. Like, I've never seen this before, and I don't know.
What do you think,
Something
Dean?
like this kind of concepts will completely make like change the game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you see it with the Rearmed server I done a video on a couple of weeks ago, the Escape from Tarkov inspired one. That's completely unique. There's no server like that out there. Like, you know, it's completely different. Nobody's ever seen anything about it before, and it just got swarmed with people because it was something that nobody'd ever seen. That server's full and has 70 player queues waiting to get in. People are waiting 3 hours to get into that server because of you know, it blew up in a week.
I see everyone on DayZ models, you know, who ask, "Wait, can you set up my server? I want to make something unique," and they just ask for like mods that everyone has already. So
yeah,
it's just carbon copy.
Well, that's an important thing to state is people say, "Can you set up my server?" And I think a lot of people who start up servers don't have any idea how much effort it takes to actually properly set up a server.
Reason why I don't want to do it myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pain. Like, you got to go through all the XMLs, you got to do all the nominals, lifetimes, restock values. There's so much to learn, and there's so much to teach.
You need a team.
It's just you might as well, you know, throw money in the trash can for like the first couple of months, because you're not going to have that player base immediately, because you have to develop everything and become unique, like Mark said. But I think a lot of players a lot of server owners just get overwhelmed. They see that they don't have a population. They're spending. DayZ servers are also really expensive.
Right.
Like, the basic whatever is, you know, like $40 or $50 for like a 20 to 30 man slot server, and that server can barely handle most of the mods that you want to put on it.
That's the problem I had.
So like, people look at it and go, why am I spending $60 a month if there's only 2 people playing on my server? And they don't really ever become, I call it the DayZ maturity rating. 1 in every 12 servers become adult servers and live on to adulthood. And that's the basic joke, right? But it's waiting to have that population. It's waiting to have the content that makes people want to play, like Mark said. But most servers just don't do it.
No, they're just boring. You get on, it's the same. It's just the same thing over and over again on 90% of the servers out there at the moment.
1 gazillion times loot and
trader. People just want to have a server to have a server. You know, they just want to be admins and spawn stuff, I guess. Well, but that's not what it is.
The biggest reason I know people start servers is they start servers because they don't like the way most servers are run, or they don't like the content that most servers have, or their loot economy. It's always something, right? and they think that running a server is going to be easy enough that they can just do it, with only a couple of hours of work every week. But if you have a popular enough server, it's actually quite a bit of work.
Yeah, it's a lot more than I ever thought it was. Anyway, and I barely scratched the surface.
I could run a kick-ass RP server, but I'm broke right now. Laugh my ass off. Need a business partner. Any takers, mate? If you reckon you could add to an RP server, go join something like DayZ Underground, or there's some really good RP servers already out there. Because I do think that's a massive issue. Just the sheer volume of servers that are all competing for. What did I see it was at? It's at 34,000, 35,000 people now. You divide that by 7,000, it's less than 5 people per server on average.
Yeah, there needs to be like just a massive wipe. All these empty servers just need to be. I don't think it's possible, but hypothetically, there just needs to be a wipe of all of these servers. Just get rid of them and leave the popular ones with the medium popular ones. Then do it, but they'd all just spring up again instantly. So might be a waste.
True, because every time I launch DayZ SA, it just takes like 15 seconds to load every servers, and all of them are like empty. So
empty, yeah. It's just
the funny thing is, when DayZ first started, they only gave out so many licenses to all of the servers to be rented out, and then that didn't work out very well for them. But it's kind of funny if you ever look into the history of like how many licenses were given to these server renting companies in the beginning.
I didn't know
because
that.
right now they have unlimited license. They can rent as many servers as they want of a DayZ.
Mhm.
Before it was we only have so many of these servers we can rent out before Bohemia goes, no, don't do that.
Maybe something like that needs to happen again. Keep them all in check or something,
See, that said, I'm a bit like Skullspeeder. I don't mind a low pop server. But yeah, just it'd be good to see some people team up and consolidate their assets, and just imagine the servers they could create, DOJ. When you get a good team of 5 or 6 people with a good complement of skills, and they all create something uniquely brilliant, but collaboratively.
That's another thing as well, is that a lot of people make these servers and then they'll go, oh, I'll just get these content creators to come on and promote your servers for you. Like the amount of messages I've had over the past couple of months of people just saying, will you check out my server? Will you stream on my server? All this stuff. And you go, and, they give you like your mod list or whatever, and it's just same stuff every server. Like all the servers are just the exact same. You type in their name on the DayZ standalone auto share, 0 players on. It's like you can't stream on that.
Yeah, like, there's so many like good ideas up there, that you can try, but no one does.